Nick Rodriguez, Felipe Andrew. Here we go.
Ooh, okay, that was an interesting start. I think that Felipe's actually going to try and wrestle him. Okay, Felipe.
Commentators curse bit Hal straight away, but quick guard pull from Andrew. Yeah, Josh Palmer, Hal Teague, Brandon McCarron on the call for you.
We are seeing history right here, gentlemen. This is the first ever tournament final with $1 million prize on the line. And both of these guys are going to be highly motivated to get that. Nicky Rod coming into this final match with 3 submissions in 3 matches. Felipe Andrew, 2 very hard-fought decision wins over 2 very big opponents in Dan Kirkvliet and João Gabriel Rocha in a submission against Ignacio Santos.
How often does someone like Nicky Rod face a similar-sized heavyweight with the kind of guard play that Andrew has?
Oh, wow, look at this. He's already sneaking around to the back.
And I think we could see a quick finish here.
Well, it's a good start from Nicky Rod.
The last thing you want to do is let Nicky Rod on your back when you're early in the match and you're dry. But nice! Wow, you know, Felipe Andrew has an excellent switch. We've actually seen him use it a lot in the gi. But using it against the wrestler
he's trying
like
to go on the leg and he gets flattened here. That is the biggest scramble we've seen Nicky Rod have to do all weekend.
It is, and Nicky Rod, luckily, he has the wrestling answer to, you know, Felipe Andrew's counter switch right there. But it just goes to show that Felipe Andrew is very opportunistic and quite unpredictable, because I don't think, like you said, you know, in answer to your question, I don't think that Nicky Rod has faced many guys like Felipe Andrew, who's that combination of physical, technical. It's a dangerous opponent for him.
Well, there's not very many guys like Andrew that exist. He's a submission specialist. He's a killer with a crazy guard. You just don't see guys his size that can move with the speed, with the quickness.
But the speed there of the little footwork and the pummeling of the knee from Nicky Rod to slide out into the side control, that was really slick.
But check out how good Felipe is at framing with this elbow up into the collar of Nick, and that's how he stopped that back take just a second ago. He doesn't push, he's just sticky. He sticks that frame there.
Listen, Felipe is a veteran black belt. He's hit the podium at major tournaments, but the thing is, it's all in the gi. You know, and it's a very clear advantage to Nicky Rod in terms of the experience in the no-gi scene here. And Felipe Andrew said it after his semi-final match. He's like, you know, I want to make the gi great again. He thinks that the gi training can do you well in no-gi, but this could show that that might not necessarily be true.
Yeah, and of course, we say that Nick Rodriguez, you know, only started training jiu-jitsu in 2018. Up in New Jersey, but of course, you know, he's got a decade of wrestling experience prior to that as well.
Grappling is grappling. Wrestling is such a great base. You know, it's not that difficult to transition from one to the other, but a lot of what Nicky Rod does, like we're seeing here, is wrestling base.
Big roll through, trying to take the back here. He's got hooks, and if he gets a bite on the neck at all, this could be it. Nick Rodriguez with the victory for $1 million. He gets it done. Nick Rodriguez wins the Great Goat Invitational. And for the first time this weekend, we see some emotion from Nicky Rod.
Nicky Rodriguez! He's the jiu-jitsu's first competition millionaire! Listen to the talents in Max Center explode!
4 rear naked jokes. Pay that man.
Listen, he was the most stoic of competitors here this weekend. In all 3 of his victories, he did not show any satisfaction. He was saving it all for this moment right here because his eyes were firmly on the prize. And he will go out of CJI making history. Like you said, Brandon, the first ever jiu-jitsu millionaire from competition.
Well, we're going to give him a second to get his heart rate down here. I mean, just all that emotion unleashed. And such a big squeeze. We've seen it over and over again. We saw it 4 times this weekend alone. Absolutely unstoppable in this over 80 kilo division. He came in as the #1 seed, and boy, did he deliver.
Ladies and gentlemen, leaving 1 minute and 32 seconds in that first round, it comes to an end. By submission, he is the winner and the $1 million over 80 kilograms CJI champion. Give it up for Nicky Rod.
Nicky Rod scratching out that final name and writing his name into the history books here at CJI, the winner of $1 million in the over 80 kilogram division. Craig giving him that cash, and he shows it to the people.
Enjoy it, Nicky Rod, enjoy it. That is history in the making. Let's see if he can get a word with Alex Wendling.
4 for 4 subs this weekend in the first tournament since becoming a father. I feel like getting this $1 million couldn't have come at a better time.
I'd say that the dad strength is real, most definitely. I gotta give thanks to everybody that supports me. Obviously, Craig Jones and Seth for putting this thing on. Shout out to my coach, Dima. Shout out to B-Team boys helping us out through and through. And shout out to God for making this happen. I appreciate everyone. But the only thing better than $1 million is $2 million. So let's do this. I want a bet match. Mr. Gordon Ryan. Because I know it in my bones that I'm the absolute best grappler on the planet. So let's do this, Bubba. My 1 million versus your 1 million. Winner take all bet match. Come get some, and let's do it live on B-Team Jiu-Jitsu YouTube channel. I'll see you guys there.
Congratulations, Nicky Rod with the